Hello, welcome to Football United TV. I'm your host Matt King and I wanted to give you a quick update on tonight's Premier League results. First off, we've got Tottenham versus Brighton and Tottenham winning it right at the end, 1-0. Can you believe it? What a result for Tottenham. That pushes them further away from Arsenal, still in third position. And yes, of course, Christian Eriksen scoring that goal in the 88th minute. Well done to Tottenham. Unfortunate for Brighton. They're trying to get out of that battle of the relegation. Obviously, Burnley were getting a draw last night with Chelsea pushes them up out of it a little bit, and Brighton have just lost the point. So unfortunate. Another game tonight. Obviously, we've got Watford versus Southampton, and Southampton winning 1-0. Bad result for Watford, who were trying to get 7th place to get that Europa League first time. And it's still so tight down there, though. Obviously, we've got Wolves, we've got Leicester, Everton, all scrambling for that 7th place because obviously the top 6 won't drop down to 7 now. It's too far away in points. And everything's interesting. Like I said last night, you've got the Premier League. It's, toe-to-toe. The Champions League spots are toe-to-toe. Looks to me like Tottenham are just pulling away there with that 3rd position. Definitely helps them get bagging that goal right at the end, and they were trying to break Brighton from what I watched all game. Brighton have literally been slow at moving the ball from throw-ins and wasting time a little bit, but then that's what you do to win games sometimes or even draw. And to be fair, the way that Brighton have played tonight, they've done not too much. Just time wasting, and that's what happens when you get pressured by a team like Tottenham, who are on form, who are in the semi-finals of the Champions League, who are at their new stadium, and again, 100% record at the new ground. Who's going to beat them? Or who's going to draw with them even? At the moment, well done to Tottenham. And like I say, push into that 3rd place, which will anger a lot of Arsenal fans, I know it, especially Dan. You're probably really angry right now. I would be, because your rivals are pushing up. They're in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and it's sort of like where you feel like you want to be. That's where you should be, really. That's where, Man United should be top. That's how I feel. But to be fair, I was thinking about it yesterday, and Man United, talking on that, they shouldn't be in the Champions League if they're not ready. Let's not make up the numbers. Give it to other clubs that feel they're better. I think Arsenal, Man United shouldn't get the Champions League spot. Because, like I say, these teams are not ready yet. I don't even think Chelsea are ready yet. But someone out of them 3, I think, has to get it. And at the moment, Arsenal are probably favourites. And by points, they've done better. So they deserve it more. And Man United, obviously, if they make Europa League, they won't have any problem pulling in anyone from around the world in a transfer market. They've got the money, they've got the history, and yeah, like I say, to be fair, I kind of would rather see them in the Europa League because we're not going to be ready for Champions League next year. And I hope maybe Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans would agree the same with their club. I just don't think we're ready. Look at Tottenham, they're ready. They're playing so well in the Champions League, and they've done very well in the Champions League from group stages through to knockouts. And so have Man City, and so have Liverpool. So yeah, that's my analysis basically of tonight. Obviously Watford 1-1, by the way, because it's a little bit later that game. 1-1 now. Can I just update that for you? That's Andre Gray scoring in the 90th minute. That's good for Watford. That pushes them up a little bit. By the way, I did this vlog just at the end of the games, or in the 90th minute, and yeah, Watford have just secured that 1-1 now. So well done to Watford. That changes a lot of things. Pushes them up a tiny little bit. But obviously I think they might have that game in hand. We can check that out anyway now, seeing the tables. Obviously we got Liverpool on top, 88 points with 35 games. Man City 34 matches played, 86 points. And if we look down to what that means really to Watford tonight, yes, they've gone back up to 7th position, and that's 35 games, 50 points, and Everton are on 35 with 49. Only Wolves have got the game in hand, and they're on 48 points. So with their game that's upcoming, they could jump it. They could go back to 7th place. See, so it's so tight in that area. And obviously Tottenham, like I say, are on 70 points now. 3 points ahead of Chelsea, obviously, but with the game in hand, because Arsenal are on 34 matches and Chelsea on 35, and Arsenal are on 66 points and Chelsea are on 67. So really Arsenal are still in the driving seat to get that 4th place. It's very tight, isn't it? I just can't wait what's going to happen in the next 3-4 games. Obviously, we've got a big game tomorrow, and that's Manchester United versus Manchester City, and Wolves versus Arsenal. And obviously for Wolves and Arsenal, like we're just talking about, big for both clubs, and obviously big for Man United and Man City, because that's all about 4th position and Premier League. So thank you very much for tuning in. Please do subscribe if you like the video. I've got nothing in front of me telling me what to do apart from just the league table and a couple of the results. Thank you very much for your support. And yeah, have a great evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Morning, wherever you are in the world. Doesn't matter. Just have a good time. Bye-bye.